Hotep Brothers, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Duke Jackson. I got my background glasses on, dog. And yeah, let me take the motherfuckers off. I can't even see shit. Welcome back, everybody, to another episode here on the O'Shea Duke Jackson channel, man. I'm here with my brother, okay? He's a one coming to Africa and everything, man. If it wasn't for him and his knowledge in hold on, I'm echoing.
Yeah, you're echoing, not me.
Oh, I know why. White man hold me back. So if it wasn't for my brother, man, I wouldn't have never even really Africa. And because of him, I've been to 4 different countries in the last 2 years due to his teachings and his inspiration. And now I'm producing content on the content. So him, mainly in John Klein video minor level, but he's the reason why I am to Africa, to be honest, even though I was studying a little bit. So I want to welcome the one and the only, the best Pan-African channel for anybody that's African going to Africa. Nobody more than him and has his insight. He has the best African-based community in the diaspora, bar none. Nobody puts in the level of work that he does. He's the most respected person. He's created a unique lane for himself that nobody else has, and that is the one and the only Dynasty Mir from the SearchForUhuru channel. What's going on with you there, Scotty? Tripping?
Oh man, peace, brother O'Shea, Duke Jackson, Hotep.
Man, I can't call her, brother. Well, thank you so much, brother, for coming onto the platform today.
Brother, it's been a minute. Brother. It's been a little too long.
I mean, well, you didn't blew up, everything. You know what I mean? When you had like 4,000 subscribers, and now you didn't got almost as many as me. So you like, I don't need this nigga. No, it's all good, brother. So, let everybody know what your channel is about, if you can.
What'd you say?
Let everybody know what your channel is about, your opinion. What is SearchForUhuru about?
Man, name is Dynasty Mir. Channel is SearchForUhuru, and basically the premise objective is to build a bridge between the African diaspora, because we are still considered Africans, and the continent of Africa. Building that bridge, brother. That's the main objective.
Well, and shit, you got me doing the shit now. So
once you start doing it, you get hooked, brother. It's God's work. It's God's work.
Yeah. So I blame you for all this money I'm spending over here.
Go get it back.
So anyways, brother, let me hopefully Hotep. I need to get a hair transplant. Let me talk to you about this, man. I had a brother on here the other day. Shout out to Amin Ra. I believe Amin Ra is going to call me because he was supposed to come on, but maybe I'll get Amin Ra on or afterwards. But let me talk to you. I had a brother that came.
I'm around. He got away. He was sleeping. You know what I mean? He was sleeping.
Okay. Yeah, so I get him after you. So let me talk to you about this, brother. We had a brother on here, brother Kobe Smith. He had a company called www.blackamerican.com. He is a brother that lived in Ghana for 6 years, and it is his position that we are not African. We are a new breed. We may come from there, but we have our own unique identity away from Africans. And why are we trying to be them instead of trying to be us? What's your opinion on that, brother?
I mean, I agree with some. I mean, I didn't listen to the entire interview, but I do agree that I would say the Black American in itself is its own tribe. But at the end of the day, I mean, you're still African. I mean, that's where we originate from. That's where we come from.
Why?
That's where we come from. I mean, that's who we are. I mean, you can remove us from the continent, but that still doesn't change who we are. So yes, I mean, our experience here in America has been unique. We are a unique people. We, I mean, how can I put it? I mean, we are in itself its own, I guess, somewhat tribe, but at the end of the day, we're still African. And that's what I mean. That's what.
Let me ask you this, because the brother was talking about, going to Ghana, and he's making some pretty good points. If you want to start a business in American, it used to be $250,000. That's what I know, but I do know, since he talked about it, it's $500,000. Difficult for you to get citizenship. You don't really have any rights. You've talked about this yourself on your channel.
Okay, let me cut you off. See, this is the issue. I do not understand why. Okay, there's 54 countries in Africa. Okay. I don't understand why Black Americans have such a love affair with Ghana. You know, what I advise Black people who want to reconnect to the continent, go and visit first, like you did, like you're doing, like what I did. Visit more than one country, and then decide on which country you want to settle on. See what happens. You know, a lot of us, we go to Africa. You know, we're excited. We have that Pan-African spirit. You know, that, oh, the ancestors called me home, which is true. And then we go to one country, right? And we don't, I guess, properly investigate or research the opportunities in that country or the opportunities in other countries. And then what happens, you go to one country out of 54, and then you stereotype the whole entire continent. And that's not fair to the continent, and that's not fair to Black Americans who are interested in doing business on the continent. And for some reason, Black Americans have been fed Ghana, Ghana, Ghana. And I'm trying, and nothing against my Ghanaian family, my Ghanaian people, but there are 53 other countries outside of Ghana. So just because he had a bad experience in Ghana, like, I'm not a big fan of Ghana. Again, no disrespect to the Black, you know, my Ghanaian family, my Black American friends in Ghana. I'm not a big fan of Ghana. But again, there's more opportunities in Africa outside of Ghana. And there's so many factors, O'Shea, to, I mean, bro, I have this down to a science. I mean, I have not lived in Africa, but just from my experience and what I've been able to accomplish, I think I'm somewhat certified to really and qualified to discuss, again, why you need to travel to more than just one or two countries before you make a decision and settling down in the country. And then if you only travel to one country, why just staying? If it doesn't work out for you, you should not boycott the entire continent. You're in no position to do that.
Okay, let me ask you this then. When we talk about, you know, and he didn't mention you directly in specific.
Oh no, he mentioned me. I caught that part. Somebody sent that to me.
Yeah,
he was hating.
Yeah,
he was trying to say
he mentioned you.
He was hating. He was hating. But go ahead.
He mentioned you because obviously, you know, like me and you are from the same city, Sacramento, California. We both, you know, our parents and grandparents, and we are all, you know, from the slave trade, and people like you. Which, I mean, because when I come to Africa, like I say, when you go to Africa, you go hard. Like, you be in the village, you be out there trying to live like they live. I'm not there yet. I'm probably never gonna be there. When I come to Africa, I stay in always the most exclusive parts of the city. I stay where the Wi-Fi is at. I stay where the internet is at, and I might take a van to go visit those places. But I'm coming back to where I'm at. And it is his position that, you know, people such as yourself, you already have a great culture. You already have a great identity. You're trying to become African or be more accepted culture, when in fact it is the Nigerians and other groups who are trying to emulate us all the time. Like, why are we emulating them when we can be ourselves, just similar to the people like the Americo-Liberians and the Liberia? They were not trying to become Mende or those people. They were in themselves, which are a distinct group away from those Africans, although they did intermingle and mix and marry and all that other stuff.
Right. No, I mean, they're trying to emulate us to an extent, to a point. See, this is the thing, O'Shea. This is the problem, especially when you talk about Black American culture. Number one, what is Black American culture? And then number two, the main problem is we don't control the distribution of Black American culture. I think that's the main issue. That's the main problem. So what could be considered Black American culture? That could change tomorrow by non-Black corporate execs that control the distribution of Black American culture. That could change tomorrow. In fact, I mean, let's deal with the music. Already, and I could, if you guys go to Drink Champs with Nori, I think it's called Drinking Champs. I don't know if you're familiar with that podcast with Nori. He had Leon Cohen on, I think is his name, the tall Israeli that pretty much controls hip hop.
Okay.
All right, that controls the images of what is going to be considered Black American culture. Because you have to understand, you know, let's deal with hip hop specifically. We went from X-Clan, Public Enemy, and now we're dealing with Kodak Black. Who controls that? And see, what Black American people have to understand, the same way they had the the Berlin Conference on how they're going to divide up Africa, they had the same Berlin Conference for the most part on how they're going to control the images of Black people here in America.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we don't control our own images. We don't control our culture. It's decided on, basically Black American culture is whatever is hot at the time. And that's decided and controlled, those images, by non-Black people in regards to distribution. So again, there is no, at the end of the day, since we don't control the media, we really don't control Black American culture. So what's Black American culture?
Mm-hmm. That's a good point. Let me shout out. We got Super Sly and ABL. And
the point I'm getting to, sorry about that, O'Shea.
Go ahead.
So basically, Leo Cohen said himself that Afrobeat is about to be the next big thing. So don't be surprised in 10 years from now, or not even 10 years from now, 5 years from now, when you see Black Americans starting to emulate Afrobeat and becoming more interested in Lagos, Nigeria. He said it himself. They're already playing Afrobeat on the radio. Okay. If you look at hip hop right now, Cardi B, non-Black American. Kodak Black, non-Black American. Then you got Post Malone, white guy. R&B. What the hell is R&B music now? It doesn't exist for the most part. So again, we don't control the distribution of Black culture. So then how can we properly define Black culture?
Well, let me talk about this, Dynus. I would say that Black culture, in my opinion, I get what you're saying. I think you're talking about one aspect of Black culture, but obviously, if you go to certain Black churches, obviously there's a big difference between African churches. I know this, for example, right? If I'm in Africa and I'm seeing people in Tanzania or Kenya or whatever hanging out on the block,
right?
I know they're hanging out on the block doing something. I know it's different when African Americans are hanging out on the block, which is different from white people that hang out on the block. All of those situations are different, for a fact. If I go to a white church, it is much more different than I go to an African church. It is damn sure different if you go to an American church. Right. All of those. So whatever this culture is, and there's also different cultures depending on the levels. Educated Black sororities move much different than white sororities move, which moves much different than an African sorority or fraternity would move, right? So there is a Black culture that is there, but I think we're talking about really this hip hop situation, which is a little bit pejorative and stuff like that. But we do have some sort of culture that is maintained, although it may be hard to explain.
Well, but the thing is, O'Shea, let's start with the church. The church is shrinking, is dying. Mm-hmm. Same thing with I'm a member of Kappa Alpha Psi. I'm a noob. People aren't joining the fraternities in the same way as they were back in my day and back in the 80s. In fact, a lot of these fraternities are being kicked off the yard because of hazing. So a lot of what we consider Black American culture, you said the church again. And then there was this story the other day how a lot of Black people either are no longer Christian or B, are going back to African spirituality. So a lot of what we call Black culture, number one, was forced upon us anyway. We really necessarily didn't choose it, but we just took it around with it because that was the, that was pretty much what we were dealt with, whether it be the church, fraternities. We couldn't get into the white fraternity, so we formed our own Black fraternities. Mm-hmm. So it's just, again, when you say Black American culture, it's so hard to define it because it's always changing versus it's always changing or somewhat notwithstanding the time. Because again, you got higher ups that decide who are non-Black and even Black who have conspired with these higher ups to infiltrate the Black community and decide what's going to be considered Black American culture. And when they no longer need you, they get rid of you or they get rid of the culture and replace it with something else. Mm. So it's just, again, when you say Black American culture, the problem is what really is it? And in everything you just mentioned, at the end of the day, mm-hmm. no one's really going to church anymore. Mm-hmm. People aren't joining fraternities and sororities like they used to. Mm-hmm. So again, what is Black American culture?
Well, I mean, I get what you're saying, Dynasty, but what my point is this, is that culturally defined certain rules, certain habits and stuff that make one unique. And my point is, regardless of the decline of these aforementioned groups, the point is that African Americans distinctly do things much different than whites. They do things much different than a lot of, well, I will say we definitely come from Africa after white.
Right.
Out here in Uganda. So I know that for a fact. Nobody can ever tell me like we did not originate from the continent. It's bullshit. I see these niggas.
Hey, Super Slides in the chat. I mean, Super Slide, when you guys gonna get your chicken stall? You know, you was chicken, you saw the white man and you ran. Your chicken saw. Focus on chicken saw issues. Aren't you chicken saws? I mean, I'm just saying. He's talking about Black America. He's chicken saw. That's another example. What is chicken saw indigenous culture? What is a chicken saw dish? Can you speak the chicken saw language? I mean, this is what we're dealing with here. Okay, but hold on, Jose. Hold on. Negroes want to be Hebrews. Negroes want to be chicken saw Indians. Yeah, Anthony, chicken saw. So he saw the white man and he ran like a chicken. Chicken saw Indians. Don't speak no chicken saw language. You can't name one chicken saw dish. You know, this is what we're dealing with in Black America right now, O'Shea. That's why the so-called Black American culture is in limbo. Because the same niggas that say you ain't African sure don't want to be Black American, a lot of them.
Okay.
But go ahead.
Oh, let me do this. I'm gonna shout out the super chats in a minute, guys. I know we got a lot of people in the chat. Kobe Smith is here. I think we got Amin Ra, he's watching. We got Nyla in the building. We got ABL in the building. It could turn into something. I don't know. Because I know Dynasty will only give me an hour, but we'll see if we get it to 500 people. We might have to get this thing cracking. But okay, let me shout out to Brother BTL. Let me talk about that. I'll read that in a minute. Okay, Dynasty, let's talk about this, right?
Go ahead.
Why are African Americans going to Africa when in Africa they are not able to achieve? Now, I did see this situation, and Brother Kobe talked about it. South Africans who were, some really elite people from America went to South Africa after apartheid. Some of them had degrees in Harvard and stuff like that. So
they're doing great. They're doing great.
Yeah,
Black
I
people,
can tell you, if I was standing here, what'd you say?
I think it's called the documentary is called Blacks Without Borders, I believe.
Yes. So I mean, people like I put myself in that crew, right? Because I gotta have confidence, even though I'm broke. When we come here, for the most part, we will do very well, right? But the thing about it is this: if you want to start a business, Dynasty, even in most African countries, it's hard for you to get voting rights. Obviously, it's hard to get all of these things off the ground, and then you have to go dedicate yourself to learning, a language, and then those people will never look at you as one of them because you have been so far from the diaspora.
It depends where you go. Okay, I've been to 14 countries. It depends where you go. I mean, you can't stereotype all of Africa like that. Obviously, I've been more than welcomed in Nigeria. I've been more than welcomed in Senegal. Now, Ghana is another story. I've been welcomed in Mali. I've been welcomed in Namibia. I mean, just about everywhere I've went.
I've heard good things about Mali also.
Yeah, I've been to Mali. I mean, I've been to 14 countries. It's just, again, it depends on where you go. And I think that's the problem. People go to Ghana, on that the Kwame Nkrumah Pan-African spirit left Ghana when he died. That's just the reality of it. And again, it's just people go to Ghana and they put all their hopes and dreams in Ghana, and then when it doesn't work out, they have just a bad test for all of Africa, and they won't just limit that to Ghana. So,
well, let me ask you this: the brother Cody, he is in the chat, but do you think brothers like him are they stopping the unification of African Americans and Africans globally? Is he a killer of the Pan-African spirit?
No, I mean, we're going to unite. I mean, the work is going to be done with or without you. I mean, I'm on the ground. It's going to be done with or without you. So, you know, if you get downgraded, if not, I mean, we're going to keep it pushing. It's just like when I worked at corporate America, you know, you might have this one sales rep that thinks he's God's gift to the company, you know, that he thinks that if he were to quit or leave the company's stock is just going to fall. But what happens? He leaves, the company keeps it pushing. So to put the fate of Pan-Africanism on on one person, nah, absolutely not. I mean, Pan-Africanism is going to be fine, and the spirit is going to continue to grow.
What when you talk about the work, I mean, can you give me an idea? What is the work that people like yourself are trying to do in Africa? That, I mean, obviously you have gotten, you know, Nigerian citizenship, and you have a lot of contacts. You built a really good network for yourself. What is the work that is needing to be done that you're doing right now?
I mean, right now, one of them that we're doing in Nigeria is a way to reconnect the diaspora back to Nigeria and give them tangibles like citizenship and passports. You know, so that's one of the things we're doing. I mean, if you're interested in business opportunities, I mean, it's there. Like this idea that you have to spend $500,000 to set up a business in Ghana, I've never heard of that. It's nothing like that in the countries I've been to. It's you go to the, you know, their equivalent to Secretary of State, you get a business license and you operate. I mean, I don't know where this $500,000 number came from.
I've heard of that number.
I know for a fact, and every other, I never really researched it in Ghana, but I can check. But I know, like, you have brother RJ Mahdi in Senegal doing big business. I'm on my way in Nigeria. Bomani's doing business in Ghana. And you know, I'm not in, you know, pocket watching Bomani or anything, but I can ask Bomani, but I mean, and I don't know, but he's never mentioned having to put down $500,000 to start a business. Because I know too many, you know, it might be specific industry where you might have to have $500,000, but I just know too many Black people doing business on the continent that didn't have to start with $500,000. That's why I don't know where these numbers are coming from.
All right, let me do this. We have let me shout out to some of the super chats. We got 300 people already in the first 20 minutes, man. So we got you got all of the African haters in the chat, and then we got all the supporters. You got Minister Jap, you got ABL, Super Sly.
I mean, this is my thing. Let them be Captain American Negroes. It's okay. It's okay. It's all right. But at the end of the day, Africa is still your birthright. But if you want to be a Captain American Negro, by all means, be the captain. Be the greatest Captain American Negro you could be.
Let me do this. Larry Mallory. Black Americans have always been inclusive. Nyla says Black Americans need to recognize or identify our own culture and respect it instead of co-opting the other cultures of everyone else. Detail. Why not be proud of both?
Well, and that's what I'm saying. You could be proud of both. That's the thing. You could be proud of both.
Well, let me read this one real quick. J-Rod, the Diners versus Kobe debate has to go down. Big Lee, we're from this entire planet, not just Africa. Doug, can we get a Diners versus Kobe debate? Let me read this again. Why not be proud of both? Nobody is seriously giving up their U.S. citizenship, and we lead in entertainment the same way we used to entertain masters during slavery, segregation, Jim Crow. Got to come with more than that. Okay, let me ask you this, Diners. If you know, and there's different, you know, exams like ancestry.com and stuff like that, right? How, I mean, and those tests are, who knows if they are right genetically? It's almost probably, in my opinion, to be very little.
I'll say this: I've had a couple done, and they haven't been the same. But okay, I'll give you an example. Here we go. Me personally, I've had a couple of the tests done, and they have not been consistent. But Isaiah Washington got his DNA test. Showed that he was from the Menne tribe of Sierra Leone. That gave him his citizenship. You have actually a group in Ghana right now. I'm speaking on citizenship because Kobe's in the room. Or Black American, Kobe, he's in the room. So in Ghana, there are a group of Ghanaians. Now they have specific citizenship rules for Ghana. Before the president, before the current president, before he left office, he granted 24 Black Americans who were living in Ghana. He granted them citizenship. right? And these 24 did not fall into the category or did not have all the criteria that was meant, that's on the website, because people want to point to websites, that was meant, that was on the website for you to become a citizen, but they were still given citizenship. So what people have to understand is, just because you see certain rules on a website, there are exceptions to the rule. There are exceptions to every rule. In corporate America, when I did sales, we had sales rules. But if something was if there was a unique opportunity or a unique contract that was coming up, or if it made, more importantly, if it made business sense, then we made rules called an exception. So, when you get people that don't know and don't have the facts on anything, that want to go out and hate, because Kobe? Kobe's a hater. He's a hater. He was trying to say he doesn't hate, but he's a hater. What happens a lot of times when certain people aren't successful, they see somebody else being successful, i.e. Nipsey Hussle and what's the guy's name that kid killed Nipsey Hussle? Eric Holder.
Eric Holder, yeah.
Right. You have situations like that took place. So your boy, his name is Kobe Smith, correct? That's the guy you had on, correct?
Yes.
A couple days ago.
Yes.
Kobe Smith is the Eric Holder of the ADOS community. He's just a hater, but it's okay.
He's the Eric Holder of the ADOS community.
He's the Eric Holder of the ADOS movement, but it's okay. It's all right. So yeah, but anyways, so again, there are exceptions to everything. All right. So again, people who want to hate, and it's just out of jealousy, but it's okay.
So let me ask you this: why is Kobe? What about him and what he said makes him a hater?
Yeah, you want me to read the Twitter feed?
Yes.
Okay. Any man that goes out of his way. Okay. Let me read these messages. All right. Let me screen share this. Hold on. Let me screen share this. Hold on 1 second.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Let me screen share this. Hold on.
Is Dinah's internet coming up pretty good, or is it my internet that's fucking up? But let me see here.
All right here. So I want people to read these tweets. Now, I'm assuming, Kobe, are you ADOS Lives Matter? In fact, you are ADOS Lives Matter. I want you guys to read these tweets.
Wait, that's him?
Yeah, that's him.
Wait, is that okay? All right. Let me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, anybody that goes out of their way to put these tweets out, right? And then not only that. Oh, she fine as hell. Who was that?
Oh yeah, that was the girl that was supposed to be. I told you about her, right?
Here we go. And then I want you guys to read this. Then goes out of his way to tag Nigerian immigration is a hater. And so I have no respect for this Kobe Smith cat. No respect.
Whoa, he did that for real?
Everybody, I want you guys to read these tweets that he put out. This is Kobe, ADOS Lives Matter. This is what he did. So any brother that does this is just a full-out hater. Go ahead and read them. I'm not proud of the fact that you got a Nigerian passport. I'm not going to celebrate corruption, bribery, hookups, and shit. I'm not going to say the N-word, and backdoor deals. It hurts us, not helps us. There is no clear path to citizenship for ADOS, just red tape. You and gonna tag Nigerian immigration. Kobe is a hater. I have no respect.
Bro, was that you, dog? Hold on, man. Was that you, bro? Did you do that?
Kobe is the Eric Holder of the ADOS community. I have no respect for the cat.
Wait a minute, bro. Did you do that, bro? Oh, no. I said, hold on, bro. Did you really do that, though? Did you?
Yeah, he did that. That's what I'm saying. This is what we're dealing with here. Just because it didn't work.
But why would somebody do something like that?
Hold on. But this is the thing, O'Shea.
Hold on, what happened to him? Hold on, Hotep, brother. What happened to you, Hotep, brother? Hotep. Wait a minute, man. I'm not feeling that shit. I can tell you that right now. I'm not feeling that shit. Because we don't know, you know what I mean? I'm not necessarily feeling that. Hold on, where'd he go? Brother Dynas. Wait, what happened to Dynas? All right, hold on a second. I gotta wait for him to come back, man. No, hold on. Dynas mic cut out. Hold on, man. This is a good show, man. What's going on, brother? Come back. Hey, I'm gonna say I'm not feeling that shit, dog. If that's what he did, and that's the tag, man, I'm not feeling that. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm back.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. Yeah, but let's get back to the matter at hand. Hold on, let me share the screen again. Hold on.
Okay.
And no, Kobe, you did not share that to me privately. You Twittered that. I mean, even if it was private, the simple fact that you or tagged Nigerian immigration shows how much of a hater you are.
That is hating.
I have no respect for you.
That
brother.
is hating.
No,
Kobe,
you could have came to me and got the facts from me like a man does, like an adult male does, and then you had the audacity to tell me that you're also a Kappa, which makes it even worse. You could have came to me directly, because right now I got my brothers getting set up in Togo. I got brothers getting set up in Benin. And you could have came to me directly, hey, Dynas, man, I saw how successful you've been. What did you do, brother? Oh, man, this is how it goes. But instead, that jealous spirit in you, you went out here, you posted a tweet, and you tagged Nigerian immigration on it when I went through Nigerian immigration to get my citizenship, to get my passport. Wow. And they told me exactly the forms and documents I needed. And I met the requirements. Kobe Smith, ADOS Lives Matter. I have no respect for you, brother.
That is hate. I'm sorry.
There's no need to debate you.
That's hating.
You are a hater.
That is hating.
That is
a hate. That is hate. I gotta call it right here.
You're a hater. But let's go through these receipts. Hold on. Let's go through them. Let's go through them. Here we go. Let's start off on the top. ADOS Lives Matter. Like I said, the back doorway. You worse than these white folks who got caught up in the college admission scandal. Okay, maybe you are a Nigerian after all. Here you are doing 419 and talking to me like I can't see immigration fraud from miles away. All right, yo. Holla at the Lagos Nigerian Alumni Chapter, Kappa Alpha Psi. I'm sure they can plug you in.
But I mean, let me ask you this though. How did you even know him?
Huh?
How did you even know him though? That's the point.
It was crazy. What makes this even worse, he emailed me maybe a month before all this took place and told me who he was.
But why does he care?
Ask Kobe. Ask Kobe. Here we go.
He takes time out of his schedule to.
No. Let's just finish this. I'm not proud of the fact that you got a Nigerian passport. I'm not going to celebrate corruption, bribery, hookups, and shit, and backdoor deals. It hurts us, not help us. But that's the thing. Why do you care? You said you're ADOS. You said you're done with Africa. You are a Captain Black American, which is fine. Be that. That's fine. So why are you concerned about what we're doing? There is no clear path to citizenship for ADOS, just red tape. He tags Nigerian immigration knows this. You never lived in Nigeria full time, according to and he tags Nigerian immigration laws. You have to live in Nigeria for 15 years. How did you jump to the front of the line over Black Americans who are currently living in Nigeria full time? Name the Black Americans you know who are living in Nigeria full time. Define full-time. I mean, this is a conversation that could have been had offline. I've already told everybody the process in my videos. Obviously, Nigerian immigration was involved because that's how I got my passport. They told me exactly the documents they needed from me to give me my passport. I got my passport because of my lineage and because of my, I'm a prince in the city of Oruro. So again, this is just, he's a hater. Like me and Super Sly could go back and forth all day, but I would never go out of my way to hate on Super Sly like this. And I doubt the brother would do the same thing to me.
No,
same
yeah, no, Super Sly would.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. We could go back and forth and jokes and talk shit, but this right here is just pure, unadulterated hate. So yeah.
Yeah, anyways, man. I actually like. I mean, Kobe. I actually like you, bro. But I don't like that part, man. That was, to me, that was unnecessary. You know what I mean? But especially to somebody you don't know or don't have no relationship with or whatever, you know. But anyways, let me move past that. I'm not letting you get other Black Americans involved in bribery.
It's the what bribery, Kobe? You sound stupid. What bribery?
Like,
what fucking bribery, bro? You sound stupid. You sound so, excuse my language. You sound so ignorant, Kobe. What bribery? There's no bribery.
Okay, let me talk to you about this, Dynas, because
no. Hold on. There's no bribery. That's the thing. There's no bribery. That's the problem. So let me ask you this: did Isaiah Washington get involved with bribery? Did Dr. Gabon get involved with bribery? Shoot, if you want to go that far down the rabbit hole, did Steven Seagal, who has Russian citizenship, did he get involved with bribery?
Okay, let me ask you.
I'm not heated.
All right, me and Dynas is doing a one-on-one interview right now. Dynas said he doesn't want to talk to the guy. So anybody that says call in, I'll give Kobe his own opportunity to speak for himself. But any of you niggas tell me to do, hold on one second. Number one, I am SearchForUhuru the Great, one of the greatest of Black YouTube. Let me hold on one second. Let me brag real quick. I am SearchForUhuru the motherfucking Great, Hall of Fame YouTube content creator in Black motherfucking YouTube. You niggas never tell me what to do on my channel. Moderators, any of the motherfuckers telling me I need to have somebody on my goddamn show, and if they haven't super chatted that shit, time them out, because I'm a motherfucking Hall of Fame legend, motherfucker. You niggas know better than that over here telling me what to do on my motherfucking channel. I'm a fucking legend in Black YouTube, nigga. And I'm gonna tell you niggas again, I'm in Africa right now doing some legendary shit, some Hall of Fame motherfucking shit. You gonna tell me what the fuck to do? I'm the motherfucker that put the goddamn show up. And me and Kev Mac videos will fuck all you niggas up. Don't get us started. Me and Kev Mac will come through, clack, 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 clack on you niggas. Get them out of here. Oh, every guy, time, Eric, get them, the whole chat. Get the whole chat out the goddamn wall. Everybody to the wall right now. Get them all out of here. The whole chat. Get them out now. Send everybody to the wall. I don't give a fuck. Send them all to the wall. Everybody, go. Time the whole chat out. Everybody. I don't want to see nobody commenting shit for 5 minutes. Get everybody to the goddamn wall. You disrespectful motherfuckers. Everybody out of here right now. Oh, brother Dynas.
Go ahead. You didn't have time. Go ahead.
The devil was busy, brother. I'm sorry. I had to get these black folks. These black folks didn't respect our gangsters, brother.
All right.
Let me talk about this, right? Because Kobe's one of the defenses is this. All right, Dynas. Once we left Africa, we stopped being African. Okay?
How?
Because with the, what makes people African, right? It's the, obviously, some will argue, it's the DNA, and then obviously the culture. We created a new culture. We created a new tribe. We migrated, like other African groups did. All right. And we are somebody new now. So the claim to Nigerian citizenship or Ghanaian citizenship, I mean, listen, our forefathers fought for something that was much greater than that anyway. In America, we have our own land. Our land is here. We fought in every civil war. We fought all the stuff.
O'Shea, can I interject, brother?
Yes, go ahead.
I'm not saying you have to renounce being a Black American, but In fact, I did a video on this the other day. You said we have our own land.
Mm-hmm.
The system is rigged here in America that Black people, when we set up our own land, first what they did whenever we had our own land, white racists will come, raid, destroy, take, displace us. Then they ran freeways through our land, right, to devalue it. Now they're just so blamed with it. They purposely, right, are now devaluing our land in predominantly Black neighborhoods. No matter, it could be all doctors, lawyers, physicians, Harvard grads in Black subdivisions. Your property values are still devalued or not going up, and that's all documented.
Okay.
So again, here in America, you're still treated like a second-class citizen. But in Africa, no matter what, land is appreciating everywhere. So my thing is, you could be a proud Black American. I'm not saying that. But to sit here and renounce being African, renounce where you're from, where you originate from, renounce your connection to the continent, I think it's just insane.
Let me say this. All right, y'all can stop timing them out now.
Hold
Shout
on.
out to Brother Aaron Ferris.
Okay, 1 second. Everybody in the chat, I'm calling Kobe a liar and a hater. He's lying and he's a hater. There we go. Are we on the same page? Kobe is a liar and he's a hater. There we go. Okay. Charles Merchant.
Okay, so look,
line 75. Are we good? He's a liar and a hater. All right, go ahead.
Okay, so let me talk to you about this then, because when you're talking about like African Americans, we were obviously bought from the continent of Africa. There was no citizenship involved, and I mean, obviously, we came from all these places. I mean, obviously, if you have, I mean, in your ancestry DNA, did you have any Nigerian blood in all of them, or just in some of them, or what was that?
Some of them I did, some of them I didn't. That's what I'm saying. They're all over the place.
All over the place. Okay, so why is it fair for you, let's say, to get citizenship in Nigeria, but it's not fair? I mean, I got to ask a tough question. It's not fair for somebody else to not get it.
Why is it fair that, a guy like Stephen Curry makes it in the league and is doing successful, and freaking Jermaine, who was the guy that got drafted by the Pacers some years ago? Jermaine. Here we go. Why Jermaine O'Neal doesn't succeed, even though Jermaine O'Neal is probably more talented. Here we go. You're from your hometown. Why is it fair that a Dante Stallworth balls out, has a great career, but Ontario Smith doesn't? Again, a lot of it has to do with decisions, right. People the work you put in, what you contribute, and there it goes. Okay. But again, if brothers like Kobe will partner with me, or other Black people who are interested in citizenship will partner with me, and we come to African countries as a block and say, look, this is what we're bringing to the table. This is what we can provide. The skills we can provide. All we want is citizenship. It can be done. I've seen it done. I've seen the formula. Okay. So it isn't about what's fair. Right. It's about what can you, I guess, bring to the table? What can you contribute in regards to building up Africa?
Okay, let me talk to you about this real quick, because you make a point. ADOS people that are not concerned about Africa at all. Why do you think there are some people who are so concerned about? Okay, because are people who are African Americans like you, who are trying to establish a relationship with Africa? Many people, like Minister Jap says, Africans clearly never want to establish relationships with us. The African Union doesn't want to establish a relationship with us. I believe he is absolutely true to the most part on that. It's always African Americans that are trying to give back to Africa, and it's Africans who do have the ability to do the same. It's never reciprocated. So is a person like Dynasty Samir going to and making these connections. Is that like to some African Americans going to be like, well, that's a waste of time because they've already shown us a long time ago that they were not interested in having a real relationship with African Americans. They had the opportunity to do that when the Nigerian naira was worth more than $1. They had an opportunity to do that when Zambia was doing pretty good. All the other countries are doing pretty good. In fact, probably the only country that has made some sort of effort is Ghana, and to a certain degree, South Africa. The other countries have done nothing. So, why are we trying to be so interested in Africa when Africa has not been so interested in us?
I mean, there's individual. I mean, why remain interested in America when America has proven that all it wants to do is exploit Black people for their talent? I mean, again, there are individual success stories on the continent, okay, that again, if Black people were to come together as a block, okay, and say, hey, this is what we have, this is what we contribute, this is what we can offer to the continent, or the specific country, and this is what we want in return, then I guarantee you it can happen. I've already seen it work. Again, there are individual success stories on the continent all over. But you have some, it doesn't work out for them, and then they want to just complain and whine instead of saying, hey, what can I do differently? So yeah, to make it work out. Because obviously there's a group of 24 people in Ghana, all right, who didn't meet all the criteria for getting citizenship. That's on the website, but they still got their citizenship signed off by the president. Same thing with Isaiah Washington and Sierra Leone. Didn't meet the criteria to gain citizenship, but still got a citizenship. There's success stories everywhere.
Okay.
So yeah.
Let me do this real quick. And we got Dynasty Amir here. He has 55,000.
But at the same time, if you want to be a captain Black American, that's fine. Do that.
Okay.
Do that. Go that route. It's just, what's funny, Oche, I think just the irony and hypocrisy about this, the whole situation. Like, you have no problem begging white people to really, at the end of the day, with ADOS, right? They just want to be recognized. They're jockeying for position under white supremacy. That's all. They're just saying, dear white supremacy, can you treat us better and recognize us? So you have no problem begging for and jockeying for position under white supremacy. But I'm saying, okay, go to Africa, put something together, and ask for certain contingencies. Nah, I don't want to do it. I ain't gonna do it. I ain't going over there. I ain't gonna do it. Okay, well then by all means, don't do it.
Okay, let me do this. We got 433 watching. You got about 15 minutes left for me, brother Dynast.
But I got all the time. Go ahead. I'm free.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm right here.
All right. Let me do this real quick. I need some people to subscribe to SearchForUhuru's channel. Basically do that. Subscribe to Dynast, Amir. The link is there. The chat is moving real fast. So we have that. So just let me know if you guys are there. And thanks you for the brother supporting us on Patreon. My stream I did yesterday is going to be Great Black Shark. Are you on Patreon, brother? I'll put that on Patreon. GBS, are you on Patreon? You saw that on Patreon already? All right. Shout out to the team Patreon, man. That's in the building. Let me go ahead and shout out to some of the super chats real quick. BMT, let me see Africa privilege over millions to ADOS. Parker Lynn, hey Hoshe, happy 420. Got in late, had to clean the bird's nest. Hey boo. Aaron Ferris, thank you. I'm not sure who was right, but I'm a roll with Dynast. Kobe did make a few valid points. Minister Jap, I'd rather be homeless under the expressway in Cali rather than live in Africa in a village. Wow. Not a Welbeck. Black Americans and Africans will never, as a whole, will never yard. Western society and the global economy is banking on this fact. Yo, fam, Kobe Jack Cheese, come get the work from Omo Dynasty. Ryan Gilliam, 999, Jamal Omar, Toxic ADOS is sad. D Teal snitching. Nyla, They are deporting continental Africans whenever they enter foreign African respective countries. When the diaspora perfects Pan-Africans between each other, I'll consider being bored as well. Let's talk about that. She makes a good point. All right, and Black CeeLo, how much does Zimbabwe spend on court wigs? Not helping. Let's talk about what's going on. Ghanaians deporting Nigerians. There's been some, xenophobia in South Africa as of recent. I'm supposed to go to South Africa my goddamn self, but I'm kind of nervous because of what's going on and shit like that. Shout out to Team Patreon. What would you say about Pan-Africans not even doing Pan-African with themselves, man? Like they don't even believe in it, and how they act towards each other. I was there in Kenya, Wodi Maya, when he tried to send some money through M-Pesa, and they said that he was a Nigerian and wouldn't help him. So I mean, what do you think about the Africans not believing in Pan-Africanism?
I mean, eventually the idea of Pan-Africanism will grow. I mean, it's going to have to. In order for us to move forward and survive as a people, it's going to have to be necessary. As far as the people who don't believe in it right now, I mean, that's them. That's their individual belief, and I mean, they have the right to believe that way. But it's the Pan-Africanism is something that's going to catch on. I really believe so, because it already is. What I've been able to accomplish on the continent is all through Pan-Africanism. So, the people that don't believe in it. But let me ask you this: so did Wodi have an idea on him at all?
Wait, say it again.
O'Shea.
Yeah, say it again. Yes.
No, I'm asking, as far as him not being able to send money, did he have his ID at all on him or no?
I mean, he had his ID on him, but I mean, that was like maybe just like a real weird situation, and that is a very small example.
I tell you this. I've had situations where, like, literally, I was in Benin trying to receive a Western Union, and my signature on the Western Union page to sign off for the money didn't match my signature on the on my ID card. So I'm on my passport, and they held me up for that. They finally released the money. So again, it's little individual nuances, but I mean, obviously, if you're trying to send money, you should have your ID. I mean, every time I send money when I'm overseas, they ask for my ID. So so what you're saying is he tried to send money, didn't have his ID at all.
I see.
No, I'm asking. Did he have when he tried to send the money? Did he have his ID?
He had an ID, but
right.
Kenyans are, obviously that situation was a little bit different. But I guess the bigger point is, and probably not a good example, but if Africans don't believe in the Pan-African movement, right? Because in Africa you have certain situations with Uganda and Rwanda. You have certain situations with that going on right now. Mm-hmm. How was it that African Americans we're not even in Africa? We're way in the and a lot of African Americans always root for Africa in a lot of ways, right? Like we root for them, in a lot of different ways. So what is that we can do as the Black diaspora try to unify Africa when it seems like Africa doesn't want to unify with itself? I see that all the time, man, just in the people's culture. Like, for example, I shot a video for Sonetter. Shout out to Sonetter Studios for my King Ganda. And we went around asking people, what does it mean to be pro-Black or Pan-African? Do you know that those people had no idea? For the people that we asked, and it's going up on Sonetter's channel in about 2 days. Shout out to Sonetter. They had no concept of what that meant. The average African American, though, if you ask them what Pan-African means, they'll tell you what that means. Most African Americans, at least of the age of 18, they know what Pan-African means.
I disagree, O'Shea. I completely disagree with that. I teach.
I would agree.
I teach in schools. I disagree that the majority of that. If I walk around Atlanta and go up to every African American and ask them what Pan-African means, I disagree.
Okay, but if you say Pan-African or if you say pro-Black, they would then know what you're talking
about. Maybe. Yeah, pro-Black maybe.
Okay, so in this term, pro-Black and Pan-African is very similar connotation. We asked them both, and they had no idea. And in fact, pro-Black would be even better for the United States. But if you're in Africa and you don't know what Pan-African means, that's even worse.
Well, it's our job to teach it. I mean, it's as simple as
So
that.
that's what I'm.
It's our job
Go
to
ahead. I'm
spread
sorry.
it.
What were you saying?
It's our job to spread it.
Even to Africa.
Yeah.
All right.
You have to
Who
understand.
disagrees? Go ahead.
No, I mean it's our job to spread it and teach it. That's something I've been doing.
Okay.
And the thing is,
let me.
it's pushing up. But the thing is, O'Shea, you have Africans on the continent who are also teaching it as well.
Okay. So we got the chat room is moving real fast. Shout out to All Star, shout out to Taz, Roastmaster One, Great Black Shark. Yeah, y'all gotta check out my stream from last night, man. Talking about stank coochie, but it's only gonna be on Patreon. Get the likes up here on the videos. Appreciate everybody being here. The chat is moving hella fast, Dynast. All right. So if it's your job, okay, let me ask you this, right?
Our job in regards to us as Pan-Africans, it's not just a Black American Pan-African job, but a Pan-African wherever you're at on the continent. It's our job to spread information and to teach.
Okay. Can the ADOS community work with Pan-Africanism to achieve a greater goal?
Absolutely. There are a lot of ADOS who are Pan-Africans. I'm one of them.
Okay.
I agree. I agree in regards to that the United States owes a debt to descendants of slavery. Mm-hmm. I agree. But the anti-African rhetoric, I completely disagree with.
Okay. Give me some examples of anti-African rhetoric.
I mean, your boy Kobe Smith. I mean, the prime example. I mean, you had him on the show. Prime example.
Okay.
I listened to 10, 15 minutes of it. Prime example. Your boy Kobe Smith.
Okay. So, but this is from a person that has lived in
yeah, but this is the issue again. You have an issue. This is where the hypocrisy lies. You have an issue, I guess, begging Africans, but you have no issue begging a white man. That's the problem I have. Okay. Whatever you gain from America, you're going to, in essence, be begging the white man.
I think I know where you're going with this. Can you give me a better example?
As far as what?
Okay, we're begging the white man, right?
Basically, ADOS is jockeying for position under white supremacy. That's what it's doing. You want the white people to recognize you as human, or stop recognizing you as second-class citizens. So you call it, if you want to sexify it and say, we're gonna go through government and pass legislation, okay, that's fine. Mm-hmm. At the end of the day, I'm just like, give me my check. Mm-hmm. They owe a debt, give me my check, and that's it.
All right.
But at the same time, again, it's just, you got the group of Black Americans who think they're Indians, Hebrews, we was already here, then you got ones that aren't ADOS. It's just, we're so divided that, again, it's just, we're all over the place.
We're all over the place.
Okay. Then you got the ones, you brought up the whole, Morehouse thing with the transgenders. I mean, it's just, at the end of the day, and you mentioned this, O'Shea, we've gone so far down the rabbit hole here in America that it's going to be difficult. So, again, with ADOS, and you brought this up, so you're going to have to accept, because a lot of the ADOS members, including Yvette Carnell, Yvette Carnell is LGBTQ, am I correct?
It certainly looks like it.
Okay.
So it certainly looks like it. I don't know for sure, but it definitely looks like it. And that's definitely a strike against her with a lot of people.
Right. So then with that being said, and then you got this situation with Morehouse allowing, I guess, women who aren't technically women who want to be men into Morehouse.
I disagree. Right? With you. Yes.
So then next, like you said, here comes the white people who identify as Black and want to be transracial.
Right.
That's coming next. So again, Black Americans are so far down a rabbit hole, whether you think you're indigenous, ADOS, Hebrew Israelite. I mean, the list goes on, that it's just we're all over the place. You know.
Let me do this real quick, Dynas. I'll tell you what. I know because Dynas, you got streams due tonight, right?
I might do one with Kala.
Kala, oh yeah, because you know with Kala Genesis, once he start, Kala Genesis, I call him like he's the Christian Okoye Black YouTube. Once you get downhill, it's hard to tackle him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Once he get that engine, he get that momentum going. Man, listen, that brother, you could leave and go to Kigali, Rwanda, and come back. He still be talking. Okay, so I know that's gonna be at least a 2-hour show.
There's another thing too, as far as ADOS, you know, you have the Irish, even though we know it's bullshit. We have the Irish who are descendants of slaves, even though they weren't slaves. A lot of them are claiming to be descendants of slaves. So again, it just opens up a can of worms. I mean, but again, I just want my check. That's all I want.
Right.
Give me my check what's owed, you know, and let me keep it moving. But for those who are Captain Black Americans, which is fine,
okay,
who think that you're going to get an even playing field moving forward through the ADOS movement, I mean, good luck. You should just be asking for a check and keep it pushing.
I'm reading this out, not a while back. Let me tell you this. You guys know. Let me just say this real quick. I gotta agree. And to Kobe's point, he agreed with this also. Shout out to brother R. Starworth. He did talk about Christian Okoye. I think my brother R. Starworth is married to a Kenyan. I want to say this to the brothers, right? Y'all know me. I am super, like I've admitted, I'm not a Pan-African. That is not my particular mindset. Although, right, my actions are more Pan-African than not, because I have a spirit like Dynas. You know, we love Black people, we love people everywhere. But oh shit, what up, Blackest Night? Oh man, y'all, man, shit, I'm gonna get some weed money with all this money coming. Thank you, brother Gregory. I'm gonna read that too. But I want to tell you, brothers, this. And if you watch this documentary about these South Africans, Black African Americans that are doing good in South Africa, one of the reasons why I came to Africa is for the group that I represent, which is the Manosphere. I wanted to be able to expand my content for this certain sector of brothers and YouTube, and to try to at least make more opportunities for content creation and for other people to see. Listen, there's a lot of opportunity for brothers to, you know, the things that you might not ever be able to do in America, you could definitely do it here. Like, for example, the Kingana channel that I have.
Right.
I would never be able to do that in America, but I'm able to do it here. I mean, I'm able
to cut you off. Now, if you were to listen to the likes of Super Sly 75 and Kobe Smith, you would have never went to the continent and built the platform that you're building. That's the point I'm trying to make.
Okay, in that case, in the case of Sly and what Jap is saying about Africa, I got your email, baby, Ebony. No, I wouldn't have. But at the same time, by the time I had already, well, because they've never been, right, and so, but I understand, because they make some good points. What I want to say is this, though, is that a lot of brothers, you know, they go to certain places like Brazil. They go to places like Dominican Republic or all these other places.
Right.
You would never be able to do what you can do here. You just can't. I mean, in the opportunities that are in Uganda, that are in, you know, Kenya, that are in Rwanda, you can't do this anywhere else. You know what I'm saying? And so, and even Kobe Smith, he said he was very successful, built $1 million business in Ghana, that he couldn't do necessarily the same thing in America. So there is opportunities. And that's why did he leave?
My question for Kobe is, why did he leave Ghana then? If he built $1 million business in Ghana, why leave?
I think he said because the business that he was in was going under, because the Chinese, something changed.
Okay.
Something changed. And then he went to Liberia and then Ebola. and that changed. But let me do this. Let me guys, I'm willing to do I'm willing to do another stream right after this if I get the right YouTubers that want to do it. I know that that Dynas is going to do College Genesis. So I'll tell you what I'll do. Dynas, if you tell me what time you're going to go on College Genesis, I'll start this other stream up, and then after that stream is over, I will send everybody over to you. So then that might be if I don't know when you and College Genesis are going to go live, but if you let me know approximately when, I'll start this next stream up, and then we'll do like the rebuttal stream, and then we'll send everybody over to your stream, which then you know what I mean. That might. See, this is Pan-Africanism working together, brother. Hotep.
All right. Hotep. But let me say this, okay? Your success in Africa, my success in Africa is a product of Pan-Africanism.
Yeah, it is. Even though I'm not as deep in it as you, I would say that that's the idea.
Mm-hmm. It's a product of Pan-Africanism. That's what it is. So for those to say, to encourage Black Americans to be Captain Black Americans when America has showed you how they feel about you consistently since we got here is ridiculous. Just me personally.
Let me say this. Again, I don't think that Kobe said don't go, because he's saying it's different from you going than you staying. Shout out to Brother Sola. He didn't say anything wrong. I got a shout out super chat. So that's the difference, right? He said that, and I don't even think Sly said like don't go, but I think like he's saying, all right, if you really want to know the real Africa, stay there for 6 months, like 6 years. You know what I mean? He stayed there for 6 years straight. And I think it's different from even me or you. Like when we talk to Amin Ra, we be like, what are you talking about? But Amin Ra been in Kenya for like 23 years.
Right.
So it's going to be different. Like I live in Poland. If you come to Poland for 2 weeks and you live in Poland for 4 years, we're going to have some things that, you know, I've been to the hospital in Poland. I got sick in Poland. I had to pay bills in Polish. I had to get it translated, get a bank account in Poland. So I think that's the difference that he's trying to say, that it's different living on the ground on the continent, making money for yourself, feeding yourself, getting malaria. Okay, that's the difference that he's talking about.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
I guess.
So let me read.
Again, you make millions in Ghana and you leave. I'm okay. You
know. Talk about your tour, brother. While you're here, I mean, I know you got a tour. Go ahead on Hotep. Go ahead and promote that.
We've actually sold out. So in fact, brother Gregory Wyatt, who left you a super chat, he's actually coming on the tour. The tour is going to be August 12th through the 19th in Nigeria. We're going to Osun State. We're going to the Osun Festival. We're going to see sights and scenes throughout Osun State. We're going to have a great time.
All right. And I'm going to read my brother's.
We'll be doing another one too.
Okay. And brothers, you know what I mean? Like, I would go to that one, but wait, it's sold out, right? No. I still might. If you because I know.
We're gonna do another one. We're gonna do one.
Hotep. Okay. But I'm not gonna be wearing them African sandals, though, brother. I gotta have my.
You can wear whatever you want. You can wear
my beat up Reeboks, the one that you had posted when I was in Brazil.
You can wear your tricking Reeboks, no problem.
My chick. What up, Rose Master? All right, so hold on one second. Let me do this. And shout out to the people. Blackest Night, happy birthday, little bro. Over here working on flipping this property, but tuning in. Proud of you as always. That's my brother out there, man. Out there in Atlanta. You know Blackest Night, right? You know what I'm saying? He's a Yoruba brother.
Introduce us.
His dad was yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, I introduced you. You probably already know him by another name, but I'll tell you who he is. So yeah, his dad was in the Yoruba elite, and so he's been in America for like 20 years. Ali G. The problem with Pan-Africanism is that we ADOS have to always do the heavy lifting. This is why Garvey failed in the Caribbean with it. He came to the U.S. and got it popping. We can't do it first no more. That's a good point. Good point. Gregory Wyatt. Brother Gregory Wyatt, always supporting. I am living proof that ADOS and Pan-Africanism can exist. I agree with Dynas. I'll take my trek and repatriate without the 65% lost souls. Not every Black American is emotionally or intellectually qualified. Let's deal with this statement. I know you met Brother Gregory out in Ghana. Let's talk about that when he talks about this. Not every Black American is emotionally or intellectually qualified to come to Africa. Are y'all still arguing? You and Super Slide?
Who, me and yeah, Super Slide for the cat, man. All I'm saying is, for now on, listen, what I'm saying from now on, when Super Slide addresses me, he needs to address me in his chicken saw language. That's all I'm saying.
Sly, listen, I'll do another stream right after this one on my other channel. Sly, Kobe, Minister Jack, ABL.
He needs to address me in his chicken saw language from moving forward. But go ahead.
Okay, all right, hold on. I'll tell you what. If we get some Pan-Africanists and some and all of y'all, I'll basically do another stream right after this. But I gotta have people commenting me, and it gotta be some people that I already know that ain't gonna come on my stream and get butt naked. Like one of you niggas came on here and got butt naked one night. I gave a nigga the link. He just took off all his clothes.
The pause. No homo.
Yeah, he just. So I'll do another stream right after this. But man, let me get on the next show. All right, Kobe. So go ahead. Let me do this real quick. So BMT, how is on Pan-Africanism but hasn't renounced being American to fully committing Africa in their work-based government money? Nana Welbeck, if the U.S. government cut $1 trillion check today, all ADOS would have an average $33,000 per ADOS citizens. Solo Obatayu, Diners has spoken the truth. That brother, is he from Nigeria? That's is that a Yoruba name? Obatayu?
Sounds like it.
That's definitely a Yoruba name. Sanjata Reborn, Pan-Africanism did not develop in Africa. BMT. Okay, so listen, let me do this, Dinus. And while you talk about the next tour, I'm going to set up the next actual show. Okay. And then I'm going to put the link onto the show. And then when you go live, we'll send everybody over to your show.
Yeah, me and Colin. In fact, I wonder if Colin's free here in about a couple hours. So.
Okay, yeah. If Colin's free, or if you need me to come over, or if you did, I'm sure whatever you need, I'll come over to your channel tonight if you need me or whatever. But definitely, I think somebody like Minister Jap, man, have you ever had him on your channel before?
I have not, no.
All right, let me go ahead on and set the next one up here.
And my thing is, somebody in the chat room said about the immigration thing. It's just the brother was being disingenuous when he did it. That's my issue. I mean, come on now. Like, who does that? Like, I don't care. It's just you have a very jealous spirit, a very hating very jealous hating spirit, brother. That's what you have. So that was I don't care. You could tag Nigerian immigration all you want to, but again, when you do something like that, you have ulterior motives. And again, you have a very jealous, and I'm going to put this on record. The brother Kobe Smith has a very jealous and hating spirit. That's what that is. But go ahead.
My next show is why is ADOS hating on other ADOS moving to Africa?
Here we go.
Man, y'all know why I'm not shit with these titles, man. All right, let me shout out to Ben Yosef. Israel has a right of return, even other European countries. Why can Africa do this? All right, let's talk about that, brother Dinus. That's a good point. You know what I mean? Other people have right of return. Why not us, Africa? That's a good point.
What?
The brother said, Israel has a right of return, even other European countries. Why can't Africa do this?
Because a lot of Africans feel as if Black Americans just aren't interested.
Okay. What do you think? Are we interested or not?
Some are, some aren't. But again, on an individual basis, if you as a bloc go to a specific African country and tell them what you want and what you can offer and what you can contribute and what you can help build and what you bring to the table, of course they'll say yes.
Okay. Yeah. It's just like.
But my thing is, look outside of Ghana. I mean, you have Togo, you have Benin. Well, you don't speak French, but I would look outside of Ghana, me personally. Right. I think everybody gets caught up and runs to Ghana. So,
all right, let me do this real quick before we go to the other stream. Right, I do have the next stream scheduled right now. Why is ADOS hating on other ADOS moving to Africa? So listen, everybody on this stream. Number one, subscribe to Search for Uhuru, right? We're going to let Kobe respond and some of the other brothers respond on this link. We have 446 people watching right now. So everybody that's on this link, we're going to shut this show down. All right, my brother R. Starworth. USA gave whites land with Homestead Act to move from Europe to USA. Why can't Africa do the same?
Well, hold on. If you're serious about land, all right, I have land. I mean, my kingdom could provide land if you're willing to build on it for the people and contribute something to the people. I mean, I've done video after video of African leaders saying, look, we have land for Black Americans if they're serious about building. So if ADOS or Black America, whoever, however you define yourself, if you're serious about building, all right, and you can contribute and bring something to the table, there's land in Africa for you.
Okay. All right. So listen, guys. The next hangout, and I want to again thank Dynas for coming on. We set it off today, part 2, and then after I get done, hopefully Dynas will have his stream set up. So everybody on this stream, I might open it up right to hangout. So Taz, Sly, ABL, go to this link, my new link. Everybody, I'll be live in there on 10 minutes on the same channel, so you don't have to basically go anywhere. I'm gonna stop this stream, and then you see the next stream. What's the name of your kingdom? Zamunda? Damn, Sly. What's going on with Sly, man? All right. Dynas, man. Who needs to subscribe to Dynas before we go? Press 1 if you need to subscribe to Dynas Samir. Most of you have already subscribed to him already, but any last words, brother Dynas?
No, I mean, Africa's the future. I mean, at the end of the day, Africa's the future. So don't miss out on your birthright. I don't care how you define yourself. Right. Don't miss out on your birthright. Africa is the future.
Why the hate on Dynas, Sly? All right, let me do this. I'm posting this link right there, man. That's SearchForUhuru. Shout out to my brother, man. He's doing a whole lot of stuff. You know what I mean? And guys, listen. I know a lot of brothers and sisters. I mean, I'm kind of adamant about the ADOS thing too. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I tell Black men all the time, please put me on. Share this topic expired. I got you now, well back. We gotta find a way, man, to get paid off for our influence everywhere we go. You know what I mean? Especially the content creators. You know, Africa is a big market for that. You know what I mean? You can get into so many businesses, man. Even with the Uber is real big here. I did check out the Advice show. I did the King Ghana did a series on we did a show episode on how to get into the Airbnb business with a very reputable person that I met when I stayed at her place. I came back, we shot that video for the Advice show. I was gonna shoot it for my channel, O'Shea Vlogcast, but I figured that you guys really wouldn't like that kind of content. So I didn't. So I gave that to the Advice show. But so you know, and you guys who supported me, y'all have helped this movement go indirectly. So you know, I'm trying to give brothers different opportunities and people everywhere we can. So you know, I don't care if it's in Africa, if it's in Mexico, whatever. So anyways, thanks again, brother Dynas. I'm gonna message you. Hotep, brother, and y'all keep on subscribing to my brother Dynas. And when should we expect that show, brother?
As far as me and Kala, usually we rock around 8 o'clock Eastern, but I'll see if Kala can do earlier. So
okay.
When you're writing down, me and Kala will get ready.
Okay. All right. So and then also so basically so I shot that video for the Advice show. We're shooting King Ghana for Sa Netter. So we did a video for Sa Netter's channel. So we working, right? So if I know more Black men, listen, I want you brothers to let me know what kind of content you guys want to see in Africa. Is it the women you guys want to see? Because I know people like, man, Dynas always going to Africa. I heard this before, man. He'll never show the girls, man. What's going on with that? You ever heard that before, Dynas?
I show the girls here and there, but I mean that's not my main focus when I go, honestly. Right. And see, that's the issue. See, you just prove why Negroes don't get shit done in Africa. All they want to see is the females in party. That's not all of them, but I mean that statement right there shows why Negroes aren't getting things done in Africa and why Negroes are crying about not getting their citizenship. Right there, that statement proves it. You want to treat Africa like you do Dominican Republic and Brazil.
No, that's true. I agree.
I mean, I show women here and there, not in that type of way. but more of a platform so they could, speak and tell us about Africa. But that right there is why Negroes are crying about citizenship in Africa in 2019.
Well, okay, I'm gonna be sure. I know what these.
I'm there for the culture and reconnecting and getting stuff done.
Right? No, you are, and you be eating a lot of food.
And the food, yeah, the culture. That's part of the culture. That's part of the culture.
Every picture you see, Don is. All right, brother. All right, Hotep, brother. So, all right, listen. We're gonna be on the next show in about 5 minutes. I'm gonna send the brother the link, and you know what I mean. I got a new series for you, brothers. Though I had to take me for a month to figure it out, but I know what y'all want to see. Don't worry, I'm gonna put it on my channel. Though. I'm not gonna put it on Ken Ghana's channel because I want to fuck the brand up. But I'm gonna put it on my channel. I know what you niggas like. Okay, don't even. I know what y'all need. Don't even. I got you, brothers. Okay, I know what you brothers is looking for. All right. So you just hang on in there. I got something for you niggas. All right. So the show is going to be in about 5 minutes. I'm gonna end this link hangout. Go to my other channel. Why is ADOS hating on moving to Africa? And it's on this channel. Actually, we got 20 people waiting. So everybody that's in this chat should go to the other chat on the same page. Right there. Here you go. You got in the booty. I know what you niggas is looking for. That's why I was out there drunk. But them girls was twerking on me there, Reverend. So you know how that was, player. African business owners that want a partner. Yeah, I got all of that. DBS. I got all of that. I'm working on all of that for you, brothers. Okay. So but you know, I know y'all want some of that. Y'all want to see what they're working with. All right. So see you, brothers. Let me email Kobe. Peace.